Shalom, Kol Halal Yahal Bashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elder that came before them and taught us the truth. Shalom and salutation to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and the sincerity of the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua back with the WW3 Daily update. Love it when you put the thumbs down because you're scared as all hell. So you go right ahead and do that. All right, you see this Babylon? Let's talk about America. Babylon the Great. Babylon's punishment. Let's go down to 28. Prepare against her, who is her? Babylon, and her punishment. The nations with the kings of the Medes. Who's the kings of the Medes? Well, the kings of the Medes, starting with Vladimir Putin, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against America. Sorry, it is what it is. To make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant. How is that going to happen? Let me ask you this. Who's got more nuclear weapons? Babylon, America or Russia? Russia is about to move into tactical nuclear weapons in World War III. Okay? And America is going to be afraid to fight. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. See, the Bible is telling you exactly what is about to go on. Who wants to go heads up with the Russians right now? Do the Americans want to do that? You're going to watch this happen. This is saying that they're afraid. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Look at that here. Babylon, that's America. America's warriors have stopped fighting. They remain in their strongholds. Their strength is exhausted. They have become weaklings. Her dwellings are set on fire. The bars of her gates are broken. They no longer fight. This hasn't happened as of yet. There's still hope. They stay in their barracks. Their courage is gone. They have become like women. The invaders have... Who are the invaders? The Medes. The missiles that they got about to send over here. What? Her dwellings are set on fire? How is that going to happen? The invaders have burned the houses and broken down the city. How does that happen? ICBMs. Babylon's homes have been set ablaze. Yeah, I know you don't like the truth. So put your thumbs down, bitch. I'm good with it. All right, so this is Canadian Prepper. This is yesterday. And he can talk his little crazy shit and say, oh, the religious people and da-da-da-da. Let's listen to it.
Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So before we talk about the news of the day, which is going to have global implications within the next 6 days, we need to send our condolences to anybody who was affected by the shooting today
in Babylon. This was yesterday. Babylon has fallen apart from within. First of all, let's deal with that. Okay? He's speaking on it. But what does this say? The final proposal for Kaliningrad was delivered to be Putin media and the military solution. In 3 days, the Suwalki corridor will be finished. This guy is saying, Canadian Prepper yesterday, worldwide conflict. What is that? What is worldwide conflict? What is another word or phrase? World War III could start in 6 days. says on July 10th, the blockade of Kaliningrad will be fully implemented. Russians have several options, one of which is military intervention in the Suwalki Gap. If this happens, Article 5 is invoked and global conflict begins. What is global conflict? World War III. So this is something to actually watch. We're going to watch a little bit of it, and I'm going to cut it short. So it's Canadian Prepper yesterday. Worldwide conflict could start in 6 days. Well, that's what's going to happen. And it's going to escalate. It's not going anywhere.
But this is all the more
And I know you're scared, so put your thumbs down, boy. Bitch boy.
reason to be self-directed. Whenever you find yourself in a crowded event nowadays, it's safe to presume if you hear pop, pop, pop in the distance, it is gunshots. And you need to act like it is, whether it's fireworks or firecrackers, or you're in a parade, or if it's something coming through the speakers. It's safe to assume nowadays that it's likely gunshots, because unfortunately events like this will be eclipsed by many more in the coming weeks, unfortunately, because this is just the nature of the world we're living in right now. Everything is crashing, and including the human psyche. The human psyche is folding under the pressure of this brave new world. It's important that you do not succumb to the normalcy bias, which is the bane of all of the unprepared, and it is the...
All right, question. I've got lifeboat food right here. Is this going to work to keep in my car?
It's lucky.
idea that something like this happens and you start looking for rationalizations as to why it's happening, and you're optimistic and you're rationalizing. It's safe to presume nowadays that you should be pessimistic, okay, when you're trying to size up what is going on, and you need to get out before the stampede hits, because those stampedes that get caused by events like this can be as catastrophic as the events itself, because
America's at war with itself.
a lot of people can get injured when you have hundreds of people running down the street where there's cars and all that crazy stuff, all right? So I do send my condolences out to people. This is all the more reason to be prepared.
Now he's going to speak on the religious people, which we're not discussing religion here. We're discussing a nationality, which is the nation of Israel.
To be prepared. And one of those things is just having your head on a swivel, because things are getting crazier and crazier as the days go by. Now, I know I was reluctant to want to talk about this in today's video because it seems inappropriate, but it's also quite appropriate. And I'm not going to post like an affiliate link or anything, but I just want to let you know that Premier Body Armor is having a sale on that's
oh my God. He's slanging.
by 4th, meaning that you get 17.76% off any time.
All right, just in case you're being shot at, make sure you have your
link, because I don't want to. It just doesn't feel right to profit off of something like that. But this normalcy bias, guys, is a microcosm. And the reason why I'm talking about that is I've been watching videos of people like deer in headlights. It's this fight, flight, or freeze. Most people will freeze and wonder, well, what does that sound? Well, you're living in the United States of America nowadays, or anywhere really in the Western world. That's probably what it is. It's probably gunshots, and you need to get out of Dodge. And it's a microcosm of what's happening on the global stage, where in Europe, so many people are still in like a deer in headlights right now, just like those people were in Ukraine one day prior to the war actually breaking out, when the government said, oh, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine within 24 hours. They're putting people in jail who wouldn't get in BDUs and go and fight the Russians. That's the same thing. The same thing is happening, but on a global scale.
So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just bringing out the information and filtering it through the scriptures. If you don't like it, put your thumbs down. But guess what? You've marked yourself. Mark yourself, little bitch. BDUs means battle dress uniform.
And we're going to be releasing some videos in the next few weeks that are hopefully going to break that spell surrounding the events that are coming, because this whole Russia war situation, these shootings, all of this stuff, I hate to be like to sound like one of these biblical prophetic people, because I get
That's me.
a lot of people on the channel who are very religious, and they're always quick to throw out some scripture, but
we're not religious. We're the prophets of the Lord. Like it or lump it. You'll know soon enough. Especially you thumbs down bitches.
this is the collapse of Western civilization.
Boom. He might be a prophet.
Like, I mean, the psyche and everything. The psyche is buckling under the weight of this technical evolution, which has outpaced our ability to adapt to it.
And we can see by your little thumbs down that you're scared little bitches about what is about to happen.
Social media, the way we parent our kids, that's part of the problem, is that we are not parenting our children properly. I mean, that should go without saying. That I mean, a lot of these kids just need a good kick in the ass, to be brutally honest. And you will see a direct increase in a direct correlation, I should say, which is not necessarily predictive, but it's a correlation between the reduction in corporal punishment and the increase in these kind of crazy incidents, because a lot of these kids need the ass whooping which comes from a place of love, not a place of abuse or sadism, but
only a grown-ass man can say what he just said.
An ass whooping that is trying to instill in them and teach them about how the world works. Because a lot of these kids, it's a cry for attention. I was watching a video the other day with this kid throwing a tantrum in the store. It's an older video from like 7 years ago, completely destroying this small business, throwing things off the shelves, smashing things, just completely thousands of dollars in damage. Everybody is standing around wondering what the hell to do. And this little 10-year-old kid is trashing this store, okay? Even
why is that? Because they outlawed the good old-fashioned ass whooping a long time ago. And all you got is little bitches putting thumbs down and not coming out and saying what they really mean on the comment board. I see you.
Guy filming it who thought it was funny, who was kind of egging the kid on, was part of the problem. Because that's the whole thing nowadays. Like, a person filming it is part of the whole problem. And that was a microcosm of our society as a whole. We're letting these kids who are having these tantrums govern how we do things. They're holding us all hostage, and they just need a good old-fashioned ass whooping. And thankfully, there was somebody from the old school who grabbed that kid by the scruff of his neck and put him in his place and said, no, you cannot do that. And he probably saved that kid from, hopefully, from a life of crime that would ensue thereafter. And this is the problem. Everybody wants to give these positive affirmations and tell the positive affirmations to the dictators of the world or to the people who are invading other countries. Let's see how well those positive affirmations work in the real bloody world of war.
Of war. I bet you everybody doesn't get a trophy in Russia. All right, so go back and watch the rest of this if you want to. It's about to get real bad out here. Let me get one out of the way, or on the way out. This is Revelation 11. It's only going to get worse until it jumps off. All right, this is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe was past. Second woe is referring to World War II. And behold means look, pay attention. The third will cometh quickly. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and sisters. Put your thumbs down and shalom.